All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rachach double honors to the apostle, it is a great millstone, and salutes on to you brothers out there preaching his word, standing truth. I want to get into, in this lesson, I want to get into the war in heaven. All right. So in the Revelation 12 and 7, okay? And the war in heaven basically gets into our Lord Yahweh's return back to the earth to set up his kingdom, all right, which is the kingdom of Israel, all right. You Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans will be placed in a position of rulership, all right, under Yahweh Shai, because Yahweh Shai is Israelite, all right, from the tribe of Judah. Okay, so this war in heaven, which I'm going to just read it real quick, just break it down, grab more precepts. Says Revelation 12:7, and there was war in heaven. Okay, that is not talking about in the spiritual realm, it's talking about on the earth. Okay, and in the sky, you know, it's going to be combat in the sky. Okay, Michael and his angels, Archangel Michael and the angels, all right, and Archangel Michael was under Yahweh Shai, okay, and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought against his angels. So the dragon basically represents the Roman Empire, all right, in America, the NATO countries, the European Union countries are basically the modern day Roman Empire. Okay, this is the Roman Empire all over again. Okay, is that the deadly wound that was healed. All right. So America and its vassal states are basically the Roman Empire. All right. And this is when our Lord Yahweh Shai comes back with his angels. All right. Let me read that again. There was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought against his angels, and prevailed not. Okay. So Esau, the so-called white man, and these other nations, these heathen, they got in the midst of World War III, our Lord Yahweh Shai and his angels gonna come back in the midst of World War III, and you know, all these nations are gonna stop fighting each other, and they're gonna have one common enemy, which is Yahweh Shai and the angels. Then they're gonna turn their attention to Yahweh Shai and try to fight the angels. Same concept in Independence Day. All right. Same concept. And Esau and the other nations, they're not gonna prevail. Okay. Because look at the technology of the angels and chariots, man, and the so-called UFOs. Look at the technology, man. Was he like a scientist or something, or like a professor in aeronautics or something like that. He basically said the so-called UFOs, which are the chariots, and that's what our Lord and angels are coming back in. All right, they're like what's 1,000? He said it was 1,000 years ahead of the technology Esau got now. All right, yeah, it's even more because chariots can move at the speed of light. Okay, and these the bodies that the terrestrial bodies, they can't they can't go fast as the speed of light, because you'd be like you'll turn into sauce pretty much because it's too fast for a regular body. Regular body, can't handle that speed, man. But the angels can do it with ease, man. All right. So that's how Esau and the other nations are not gonna prevail. Okay. I got 2nd Ezra 13 on hold. I want to grab this real quick. Matthew 24. Matthew 24 and 29. Immediately after the tribulation of those days shall the sun be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light, and the stars shall fall from heaven, and the powers of the heavens shall be shaken. And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven, which is the sky, because the Lord, he's going to come through the atmospheres, okay, on the earth. Got the stratosphere, ionosphere, there's a mesosphere. You got different atmospheres, okay? The Lord's going to come right through those atmospheres, the Van Halen belt, all that, and into the Earth's orbit, and every eye gonna see him, okay? And then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn, okay? Because everybody on the earth comes from nations, tribes, all right? And they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds, which are the so-called UFOs, of heaven with power and great glory. And he shall send his angels with a great sound of the trumpet. And they shall gather together his elect from the four winds. The elect of Israel, okay? That repented, has been chosen to be saved, man. Okay, because Yahushua and the angels got two jobs, man. They got to come deliver the elect, which is to be saved, save the elect, and they're going to destroy the wicked, okay? And it just coincides with Revelation 12 and 7, all right? The angels going to be destroying shit, fighting against Esau and the other nations, and also delivering the elect, okay? From one end of the heaven even to the other, okay? Because the elect are the curses of the Israelites. That one curse was the Lord scattered us among every nation on the planet Earth. So we're scattered among the other nations, okay? From one side of the earth to the other side, okay? So it's elects, the elect. The elect of Israelites are scattered all over planet Earth, but the bulk of the elect are going to be out here in America, man. All right? Because that's where the majority of the prophets are. It's here in Great Babylon, America, man. Which is the dragon, and the beast. America's the head of that beast system, man. The harlot that sat on top of the beast. So, let me grab this in Habakkuk. Habakkuk, the 3rd chapter and the 3rd verse. Said, God came out of Teman, and the Holy One from Mount Paran, Selah, his glory covered the heavens. The glory is talking about the chariots. Okay. And the earth was full of his praise, and his brightness was as the light. He had horns coming out of his hands. Now look up the word horn. Let's see what it says. Horns. Parwan, which means rays of light. Or is that laser beams? That's pretty much what that means. Those so-called UFOs, the chariots of the Lord coming back in, and his angels are going to be weaponized with laser beams. Okay. He had horns coming out of his hands, and there was the hiding of his power. Before him went the pestilence, and burning coals went forth at his feet. So the Lord shoot these laser beams, all right, at these people. It's gonna be it's concentrated laser fires. Therefore, it's gonna be a lot of fire, man. When the lasers hit something, there's gonna be fire. Boom, blow up. You're gonna explode. Okay. He stood and measured the earth. He beheld and drove asunder the nations. See, he drove asunder the nations, man. Let's look up the sun. He drove. Let's look up drove asunder. Drove asunder. Nathar 144. To start up, tremble, shake, spring up. To loose, let loose, be free, to be loose. Basically gonna destroy those nations, man. Because the Lord is coming from the east to the west. Because the World War III, where the nations are gonna be fighting each other, is gonna be in the Middle East. All right. See, he stood and measured the earth. He beheld and drove asunder the nations, and the everlasting mountains were scattered. Okay, that's talking about it's not talking about a literal mountain. It's talking about the governments, the other nations. Their armies. Okay. See, they were scattered. Let's go scattered. To be scattered, dispersed, scattered, to break, to dash to pieces. Yep, that's what the Lord is going to come back to do to these nations, man. He's going to break them. He's going to destroy them, break them up into pieces, man. The perpetual hills did bow, which are the governments of the world, the heathen governments. Okay? His ways are everlasting. See? He said, I saw the tents of Cushan in affliction, and the curtains of the land of Midian did tremble. Was the Lord displeased against the rivers? Yeah, because, shit, the Lord's going to be doing so much killing. Shit, a whole lot of shit going to be, a whole lot of earth going to be destroyed, man. There's still people going to be living on the earth, but there's going to be major, major damage, man. And of course, America going to be destroyed 100%. When was the Lord displeased against the rivers, and thine anger against the rivers? Was thy wrath against the sea? That thou didst ride upon thine horses, which are the chariots, and thy chariots of salvation. See? So, a whole lot of shit gonna be destroyed, man. A whole lot of people gonna be destroyed. So jump to 2nd Ezra 13th chapter. Yeah, I'm gonna start at verse 25. See. Yeah, 25. This is the meaning of the vision, whereas thou sawest a man coming up from the midst of the sea. The same is he whom Yahweh the highest hath kept a great season, which by his own self shall deliver his creature, and he shall order them that are left behind. And whereas thou sawest that out of his mouth came a blast of wind and storm, and he had neither sword nor instrument of war. It's talking about Yahweh Shai when he comes back. The Lord gonna be in the chariot, right? Big chariot. And he held neither sword nor any instrument of war, but thou rushing in of him destroyed the whole multitude that came to subdue him. Yeah, because Esau and other nations are going to try to fight the Lord when he comes back, shown in Revelation 12:7. This is the interpretation. It said, behold, the days come when the Most High will bring to deliver them that dwell upon the earth, will begin to deliver them that dwell upon the earth. And the Lord is only going to deliver the elect. And he shall come to the astonishment of them that dwell on the earth. One shall undertake to fight against another, a city against city, one city against another, one place against another, one people against another, one realm against another. And the time shall be when these things shall come to pass, and the signs shall happen which I showed thee before. And then shall my son be declared, whom thou sawest as a man ascending. And when all the people hear his voice, every man shall in their own land leave the battle that have once again one against another. And an innumerable multitude shall be gathered together and saweth them willing to come to overcome him by fighting. But he shall stand upon the top of the Mount Zion, and Zion shall come. And Zion means monument, represents Israel. And shall be showed to all men, being prepared and builded, like as thou sawest the hill graven with thy hands. And this is my son, shall rebuke the wicked ambition of those nations, which for their wicked life are falling into tempest, and shall lay before them their evil thoughts, and the torments wherein they shall begin to be tormented, which are like unto a flame, and he shall destroy them without labor by the law, which is like unto me. Let's see. I want to see where it's talking about. I'll pass it. Yeah. I'm going to start at verse 1, Salakia. And it came to pass after 7 days I dreamed a dream by night, and lo, there arose a wind from the sea, that it moved all the waves thereof. And I beheld, and lo, that man waxed strong with the thousands of heaven. Okay, the man waxed strong was Yahweh Shai, and he's going to be with his angels. And when he turned his countenance to look, all things trembled that were seen under him. And whensoever the voice went out of his mouth, all they burned that heard his voice. Because them ladies are going to be coming out of the chariots. And they're going to be burnt up. Like as the earth faileth when it filleth the fire. And after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men out of number from the four winds of heaven to subdue the man that came out of the sea. Okay? So the Lord's going to be coming out the sky. And the sky represents, the sea represents the sky as well, man. And those men of the Esau and the other nations, the armies of the earth, okay, during World War III. But I beheld, and lo, he had graven himself a great mountain and flew upon it. Yeah, the chariot was so big, it looked like a mountain range, man. But I would have seen the region or the place wherein the hill was graven, and I could not. And after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him were sore afraid, and yet does fight. Yeah, these armies of the earth, they're going to be afraid, but they can still fight because their way of life is on the line, okay? But they ain't going to win. They're not going to prevail. And lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, he neither lifted up his hand nor held sword nor any instrument of war. But only I saw that he sent out of his mouth as it been a blast of fire, them lasers, and out of his lips a flaming breath, and out of his tongue he cast out sparks and tempests. And they were all mixed together, the blast of fire, flaming breath, and the great tempest, and fell with violence upon the multitude which was prepared to fight, and burned them up, every one. Okay, so the Lord will shoot out fire on them, man, the laser, so that upon a sudden of an innumerable multitude was nothing to be perceived, but only dust and smell of smoke. When I saw this, I was afraid. See that? So, you know, that's a visual of the future prophecy when our Lord Yahushua comes back, man. Okay? It's going to be a day of gloominess, a day of darkness, man. A day of pure destruction. All right? So I'm gonna leave it off right there. It was edifying. Shalom.